And bam, what is up? And welcome back to Nando Talk. It's me, Nando, of course, and we are celebrating a little Victory Monday and more doses of positive Dolphins vibes because we just beat the Cleveland Browns 39-17. We're up to 7-3 entering the bye week, and these are the vibes we were looking for. This is the moment as Dolphins fans that we have to hold our head high and say, when is the last time we were this excited over entering a bye week and knowing that we were over 500? This time last year, we were trying to struggle out and get over 500. Every year in the past, we were what? Under, getting bullied, getting rocked left and right, but not this year. This year, we're the team that's doing the winning. This year, we're the team that's coming up on top, and you saw it yesterday. Sunday at Hard Rock. What an amazing energy at the stadium. We were clearly in control of the game from start to finish. There was no hope for the Cleveland Browns. We did exactly what we had to do, and our offense was out there putting up points. Another clean game from Tua Tagovailoa, 285 yards, 3 touchdowns. That makes it 9 touchdowns, like 900 yards over the last freaking 3 weeks, 3 straight wins from Tua, 4 straight wins since coming back from injury. Honestly, it's been a hell of a season, and it's nice to see the offense finally starting to click. Jeff Wilson over 100 yards. Yes, sir. Raheem Mostert coming alive as well. The run game is starting to click. We already know that the passing game has been working. And even on a day where Tyreek Hill and Waddle were contained Tua was able to spread out the ball. We were able to put up the points almost seemingly at will getting down the field. And 39 points should have been 41 points, but Sanders did miss 2 kicks. That is unfortunate, guys. We've got to hope those little kicking woes get righted. But aside from that, I'm loving what I'm seeing from the Dolphins. We finally got some pressures there as well. Jacoby Brissett got sacked 3 times yesterday, and you love to see it. I'm so happy we're 7-3 because it puts us at a beautiful stretch. This is what we needed. I've been saying all offseason, 12-5 was the record, 7-3 entering the bye, 5-2 after the bye. That's all we needed to do. After the bye, we'll come back and we'll play the Texans, the 49ers away, the Chargers away, the Bills away, the Packers at home, the Patriots away, and the Jets at home, okay? Out of those next 7 games, okay, we just need to win 5 out of the 7. I'm down for that, okay? Over the real hard part of the season, which because I think we can beat the Packers, Patriots, and Jets to end out the season. We'll finish strong. But the real tough part's going to be that 49ers, Chargers, and Bills stretch. And if we just win one of those games, we're golden. We're good to go. The 12-5 is alive. But right now, guys, on top of this win, we got to be feeling good as a team. We get this bye week. It's perfect for the boys to get their energy back, get some little vibes back going and flowing, and we're good to go, man. But what did you guys think of the game so far? Because for me, just getting to watch Tua and the offense just work at will was my favorite part, okay? I'll show the little, for me, I was always believing that this is the point we're going to get to, man. So I'll share the screen if my freaking computer will allow me to. But we were always believing out here, baby. Bingo, blammo. That's the only way we rock, man. 12-5, 7-3 entering the bye, 5-2 after the bye. September 5th, man. But my first video on that's in May. Okay, and I'll include that little link afterwards, man. Like, I have said that this is the recipe the Dolphins have to follow, and that's what we wanted to see, man. Ooh, I didn't even check the comments. Grand Azir, thank you for checking in right now. 7-3 after the bye. We've got some tough games after that, but we are first place in the division, ladies and gentlemen, and that is what, like, I keep saying that every week. It seems like the Dolphins are surpassing expectations, but if you had told us at the start 10 weeks ago that the Miami Dolphins would be 7-3, top of the division, we'd be laughed at. And look where we are now, ladies and gentlemen. Look where we are standing on the verge of actually fighting for a division title, let alone a playoff spot. We're turning into these real contenders before our very own eyes. We're watching Tua Tagovailoa develop and grow, becoming this passing leader despite missing 3 games, okay? We're watching Mike McDaniel iron out the kinks as a head coach, guys. And I just wanted to do this quick stream just to get our vibes and energy up, because this is what we've all been waiting for Dolphins fans over the last couple of years. This moment for the Dolphins to take off and show we're real contenders. And we've got a couple tough stretches after the bye week. I'm hoping Mike McDaniel can get the boys, rally and focus them up. We'll get a couple people back from injury back. Hopefully Trey Flowers returns. He'll be eligible after that stint on IR, which will be massive because we did lose Emmanuel Ogbah for the entire season. Torn, I think it's a tricep or a pec. I'm confusing it right now. I know it's a muscle tear, so sorry for Ogbah. Hope for a speedy recovery for next year, man. We're gonna need it. A little extra help on the D line, but that is why we brought Bradley Chubb. So we'll be still able to get some pressure back, and the Trey Flowers return would be massive as well. But for right now, this Dolphins defense, I know it's a little scary. I know it hasn't performed the best of what we thought it would be. Some people want to point fingers at Boyer. Some people want to point the fingers at the fact that Byron Jones hasn't returned. But yesterday it did what it needed to do. Okay, we've got a strong front seven. They can stop the run. When we needed to, they're starting to finally get after the quarterback as well. FINS number one, FINS number one, FINS number one. Exactly, my guy Flock. Akshadi, boom to the body, my buddy. We're here. We're rocking FINS to the number one. Okay, we might not have this crazy elite defense that we thought we would, but with the injuries we've had, guys, I'm okay with it. We had Bethel yesterday making plays. Okay, we had Cater who's looking to be this awesome find week in, week out. Every time he's on the field, that kid is making up plays. That fourth down, swatted by Cater, okay, to ice the game. This is what we need. And again, I'm going to lot up Sam Madison and Pat Surtain. You are my favorite coaches on the staff. They are showing me week in, week out that they're developing these young DBs. This secondary is a growing and a flowing. Okay, this is what I need from the Miami Dolphins. If the secondary starts to figure itself out, and maybe if Byron returns, and if not, I'm going to need a whole lot more development from these young guys come playoff time. But we don't need this crazy elite secondary as long as our front seven plays. As long as we have playmakers out there, guys who are young and feisty, who can make a nice crucial swat, wakata, bring the ball to the ground. Guys like X who they're getting cooked still, and X, it was brutal. I mean, I did say Amari Cooper, we all know that he beat up Xavier Howard last year with against the Cowboys, or last time when he played the Cowboys, Amari Cooper had X's number. So it was no surprise to see against Sunday, X's struggle continues, and I needed to round back into form, get that confidence back up, it's a confidence issue. But once he gets that turnover, once he gets that confidence righted and he's good to rock, we'll see that secondary start to make those game-changing plays that it did last year. And you add that to an offense that's already this efficient, my God, you're going to see our points going up, up, up. I'm a little disappointed we didn't get 40 points, but that's mainly off of kicks. There was no doubt in my mind that we were cracking 30 once I saw the offense start to chug along. Okay. Tyreek Hill didn't even get the ball on the first drive of the game, not even touch, and we still scored. Okay. Like, this is the type of stuff I need to see from the Miami Dolphins, this consistency, this offense. And hey, guys, if you want to look at Tua's last 4 games, it's 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Talk to me nice, okay? Talk to me about that Tua MVP talk. Put some respect on that kid's name. I love that when they were doing the end of game huddle, okay, that all the Dolphins players, you could see it, they're rallying around their captain. They know what this kid's playing electric, okay? Mike McDaniel himself said, hey, this kid won't let you know, but he's playing lights out right now. They all try to do the huddle and say, put some respect on the name. Talking about Tua, what does Tua say? Family on 3, baby, because this kid's a team player. Even though he's been balling 4 straight wins, he should be rightfully in the MVP talk, and this kid is still playing it humble. He's getting his swagger. You saw him having fun, dancing around, okay, scoring the TDs. Like, Tua's getting up there, okay? He's getting that energy. He's growing into himself. And I'm not a big anti-flow guy. To me, he's just a guy who used to coach us, and now he doesn't. But it almost is a shame to see the fact that, dang, man, was this Tua's true personality all along, and it was just suppressed and muted because he just didn't feel comfortable. And now that McDaniel is inspiring this confidence in him, this energy, I mean, obviously he has some weapons, so that helps as well. But it looks like Tua's a whole new man, a whole new player, okay? And that's the kind of kid who we can name a franchise quarterback of the Miami Dolphins. If you went to the game, if you saw it on TV, like, I still have to watch the replay so I can hear the commentators myself. I'll probably do that after this. to get ready. I'll be on Miami Sports Music Network tonight, 7 to 8 p.m. for more Nando talk there as well. A little bigger platform. But my voice is a little choppy right now. So this is going to be a shorter stream to prepare for that longer one as well later. But the point I'm trying to get across, guys, if you were there, if you were watching on TV, Tua clearly is another Miami Dolphins team when we're there. Okay. The last years, I got to see when Tua was in, the energy we had, and then when he went down and Jacoby went in, whole another ball game. Same thing this year, and it's no knock on Teddy's, no knock on Skylar Thompson. It's not the fact that Tua is that much better than those players, because he is. He is quarterback one for a reason. He's the captain. He's QB1. Okay. But that's the main part that I like to stress. It's that he's the captain, okay? It's that he has a command in this room. He was voted that position for a reason. The players continue to show us that they like Tua, that they will rally for him and play for him. And that's what I needed as a franchise quarterback. The man is a leader, leads with example as well, holds himself to a much higher standard than we do, than the media does, than anyone can possibly throw a label at him. And what does he do? Man blocks out the noise, puts his head down, works, and wins football games. And that's what I need from a franchise quarterback. The fact of the matter is, again, he is not turning over the ball. Tua turned the ball over. No way, okay? Tua throw touchdowns all over. 10 touchdowns in the last 4 weeks to no interceptions is beautiful. That's what I need to win football games. 7 wins in the 7 games he started this year and finished beautiful. And it sucks that we dropped a couple games because he did get hurt. But if he's on the field and we're winning, how am I going to knock on this kid? The fact that he's still getting disrespected is absolutely insanity. Okay. We're watching guys like Josh Allen, who's a phenomenal quarterback, but he literally choked yesterday against the Vikings. Okay. Turning the ball over. Something like a touchdown to 2 interceptions. Terrible. Okay. Or like it's. You have Justin Herbert throwing fourth quarter game-sealing interceptions left and right every time I have to watch it on freaking primetime, okay? And Tua Tagovailoa just wins, keeps the ball away from the other team. And when in the off times he has thrown a pick in his past, he always bounces back for a drive afterwards. He doesn't keep his head down, chin up the entire time. It's amazing. Exactly, noob. Somebody tell the Bills they're not getting first place back. Noob, thanks for tuning in, man. This is a short stream because I'm probably going to watch Smoke Show later in a bit too as well. My voice is still killing me, man. I'm going to probably pop a cough drop. But thanks for tuning in, boss. We're not losing that first place, boss. This is exactly what we need. This is what I was talking about, taking an opportunity. When the pregame preview, we didn't know if Josh Allen was going to play or not. And we said that if it's Case Keenum versus the Vikings, we've got to get our win, because if they lose, we'll get this opportunity. Josh still played and they still lost. Okay. They've lost 2 in the last weeks. It's our time right now. The Jets were on a bye. We play them at the end of the season. So as long as we keep up with them, we will beat them at the end of the season and take this first place. Noob, you are 1,000% right. It is ours for the taking, ours to solidify and allow our Dolphins to continue this storybook season. Okay. Even in all my positivity and all my bright Candyland thoughts, even I couldn't think that, obviously I wholeheartedly believe that we were going to get to this stage, but to see it actually happen, man, I wish I could give myself a high five, man. Not as a victory lap, but just sometimes positivity pays off, people. And we're here and we're rocking and we're looking at a good Dolphins season, a potential playoff run in the books. Okay. You can argue whether Tua or Tyreek should be MVP, but both these cats are having monster seasons. Tyreek Hill continues to impress. And hey, even if he's a little off that 2,000 yards, he's still off for a record-breaking season. Career highs, game highs for Tyreek. Got a touchdown. Also, bada bing, bada bam. That's what I want to see from Mr. Tyreek Hill. I actually got that touchdown on film. So we're going to pull it up. But, man, Tyreek's having a hell of a year. So is Waddle. And MVP is a quarterback award, so it's not really like Tyreek is going to win it. I mean, I could think he'll at least win Offensive Player of the Year if he continues this record-breaking year. If you want to say he's the total reason for the Dolphins' success, then yeah, he obviously deserves Defensive Player of the Year. But I think Tua has a legitimate MVP conversation based off of the fact that we're undefeated when he starts, based on the fact that we lost without him, and it really did show the value he brings to the team. Okay. And then guys like Josh Allen choking it away right now, losing against the Jets, against the Vikings in the last minutes of the game. You've got Justin Herbert once again shooting himself in the Chargers in the foot, wasting away, peeing away a freaking opportunity to win a game. Although Talanoa Hufanga is an absolute monster. Like, I love that guy. The second coming of Troy Polamalu. But Tua's winning. Right now, I'd probably say it's Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, and Tua somewhere around there to win the MVP. Okay. Hurts is still on top of his game right now. I mean, hey, barring tonight, we'll see what happens with this Eagles Commanders game. If they drop, hey, Hurts drops a spot as well. And I really do think that at an Eagles loss would make it a Mahomes to a race. I don't think Tua will probably win MVP, but just the fact that this kid went from, my dogs are barking like crazy, so I'll try to speak up. The fact that Tua went from people having question marks, our own fans, our own team, like our own team fans doubting him and questioning whether he'd be the starter. All the rumors about Tom Brady and Deshaun Watson, and to be 7-3 top of the AFC East right now, hats off to Tua. Hats off to Perform. Hats off to Mike McDaniel. Hats off to everyone in the Miami Dolphins building who are helping make this happen. Thank you to Tyreek for agreeing to go to us in a trade. Thank you for Teron Armstead for signing with us. Thank you to Chris Greer for making his team. Yeah, whether you like it or not on some of the picks, he's proving that the picks are working off. They're paying out. We just needed time. We just needed some patience, but it is working for the Miami Dolphins. Finally. Is it perfect? No, but this is football. Football is not perfect. It is a game of so many different factors and variables, from the weather to the personnel to injuries to scheme to just any given Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. And the fact of the matter is, on most Sundays, we've been winning and we're going to continue winning. Let's go for a Super Bowl push. Let's freaking keep this up, guys. The stadium yesterday was so much fun. I'm going to throw it on right now. The little Tyreek touchdown. Tyreek touchdown. Tyreek touchdown. Tyreek touchdown. Yeah, baby. Bam. What a beautiful throw. Boom, right to the left. Tyreek. And then my buddy over here smacks my phone out of my hand. He did say it. He did call it. He said, I need a Tyreek touchdown right here, right now. And then he goes, I effing said it. Bam. My buddy Nick hit the phone out of my hand. But hey, still a great game. Still a great time. Boss man Bob. All right, Allen saved me yesterday. I was fading fast heading into the second quarter, man. He got me 2 beef empanadas and absolutely brought me back to life and got my energy flowing once again. So thank you. Hey, run game really showed up finally. First game where everything clipped except for Sanders. Freaking Sanders. Yeah, Jason Sanders, it's no longer a holding issue. I know we torched Mike Pilardi last season, but it seems like Jason Sanders truly has the yips. Talk about confidence issues. I need to see him, I don't know, drill 1,000 field goals in the next 2 weeks and then hopefully get the ship righted. If not, I mean, it's not like we're going to find an upgrade right now, unless maybe the Chargers, if they don't sign Dicker the kicker, Eric Dickerson the rookie. They've already called him up from the practice squad 2 times. They'd have to call him up a 3rd time, and then that'd make him part of the active roster, kind of like what happened with River Craycraft. That's maybe the only area I see as potentially grabbing a kicker. Hopefully, Sanders, you figure it out, though, buddy. Besides that, though, yeah, the run game finally did click. Jeff Wilson Jr. continues to show me why he's one of my favorite additions in the trade deadline, if not the best trade addition, I think, mainly because of how cheap it was with the 5th-round pick. The fact that he's a plug-and-play, knows McDaniel's scheme, and the fact that McDaniel himself knows Jeff Wilson's strengths and weaknesses and how to pair him up with Raheem Mostert. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay. Like, this is a beautiful pairing, and it's proving to show us why it's so. Like 100 I think 113 rushes he had, 113 rushing yards. Raheem Mostert clicking as well, and then bringing in Jeff allows us to keep Raheem Mostert nice and fresh. Doesn't make us overwork him. We like we might be really getting a run game, and this is. I know we haven't really done it so far, and it's supposed to be the Mike McDaniel identity, but we haven't stayed true to it. But hey, if we can get the run game going, it's going to do wonders for Tua Tagovailoa in the passing game. Like 285 yards, 3 touchdowns. Hey, I thought I wanted 367 yards and 3 touchdowns, but I will take that action. I will take that that Tua man spreading the ball out and just clicking and getting us a win. Like that's all I need. Honestly, like I can't think of anything much more else. But yeah, Emmanuel Ogbah is out for the year. Grant is here. It's gonna to suck. It's a shame, honestly. Yeah, the dog pound upset. No, I just had someone enter the house, so they always freak out when that happens. It's all good. It's perfect. No, but you got to strive for that. There's 2022 draft is super sus. Tyndall can't reach the field. Eric E is always inactive, good on practice squad. Only Skyler's contributed. Yeah, I mean, I do think that anytime we're drafting like a third, fourth, a seventh rounder, or no, a third, fourth, and 2 seventh rounders, yeah, it's not the best situation to start off with in general. I think a lot of these guys were mainly development. I've wanted Eric Ezukanma and Skyler and Eric Ezukanma and Channing Tindall were the only 2 I thought could contribute early on. Channing Tindall in specific situations, mainly as a spy or just again specific blitz packages for him, whatever it may be. He hasn't seemed to catch on really too well. So yeah, I think that's still a question mark. It's not like he's a bust or anything. He's a 3rd round pick. Never started a game. He didn't start at Georgia. In his 50 games there, he was always a specific guy, rotation guy. And hey, he made his presence known though. I think as long as we're going to develop him, he's an athletic freak, 6'2", these 240 pounds. Yeah, and he runs like a 4.4 something. Like he's a monster. So I'll take away on Channing Tindall. Eric Ezukanma balled out in the preseason, but it seems to me like they're still figuring out his either role on the team or he needs to figure out the play calling or figure out his route tree a little better. Maybe they're trying to use him as a wide back in that Debo role. He did do that a little bit at Texas Tech, not too much, but to the point where like the sweet spot where like enough that they think he can play there, but not enough where he's mastered the role. So as long as they're learning on the field, I'm okay with that. But we're winning, so it's not like we need them right now. Anyways, I'm okay with that right now. Like if Cedric Wilson can't even make the field right now, I understand why Eric Ezukanma can't. Yeah, hey, sorry about the Bills' loss, boss man. But hey, the Dolphins first place, and I'll see you on the weekly picks this week. We'll talk it out a little bit more. You know me. I'm not gonna trash talk too much. But Dolphins first, numero uno, thanks to QB Uno. But yeah, no, I understand. I don't know about Bonafide mentality, but I think that if we were losing, this would be a lot bigger concern. Like, dang, our rookies didn't even contribute. Aside from linebacker, for example, Scott Thompson doesn't contribute. Our quarterback's balling. Our wide receivers, Jalen Walden, Tyreek Hill are feasting. Like Eric Ezukanma can't make the field. I understand why you cannot. My friend Cedric Wilson can as well. The Channing Tindall one and the Cameron Good, those are defensive linebacking, pass rushing positions that would have been nice. So I agree. Those are types of guys that I want to see them on the field, and it sucks. Particularly Cameron Good, who's a big vet. I think he's like 24 years old, played at Cal for like 5-6 years. Yeah, he should be on the field. At least special teams or something. But it's a shame, man. Yeah, Cedric's the odd man out. It's very weird. But for right now, guys, I am happy with the Miami Dolphins' progress as a team, as a franchise. We're up and on the up and up. After the bye, 7-3. That's all we need to see to hopefully make for his playoff push. The Fins still need a center for sure. Offensive line is not perfect, is not finished, but it was nice to see the boys work together. You know, there was times where Myles Garrett had that demon spin move just rolling around, but Robert Hunt, big block, big pickup, and he'd get it done. So as long as they're figuring out under Applebaum and the Mike McDaniel scheme, The O-line will continue to improve and get better as they gel. Health. Everyone rest up during the bye week. We've got a tough stretch. We'll ease in with the Texans. Then we'll get a little bit of a 3-game away stretch. That's going to be the 49ers, Chargers, and Bills. It's going to be a little bit tougher, but if the Dolphins can prevail through that, if over the next 4 games we are 2-2, I'm beautiful with that. That's 9-5. And we're looking in a pretty position to get the softer part coming back home to the Packers, who have looked terrible. Then you get the freaking, after the Packers, you go to the Patriots, and I'm not afraid of them in Foxborough. 2 of the Bill Belichick destroyer. Bada bing, bada fling. Then we come back home against the Jetty boys, and we get our revenge, and we finish 12-5, ladies and gentlemen. And the Dolphins hit the playoffs, and that's what we need to see. So let's keep up the pressure, keep up the good work, Dolphins. Rest up, get healthy, and I'll be making sure to check in over this bye week, guys, making a little bit more videos. I'm trying to get a little bit better with the edits and whatnot. The covers are improving, the sound quality, the video quality. I'll get in a better. And we'll see if we can get some guest features on as well, be they my buddies, some more views from the Section 349, other FINS fans. I still want to do FINS Fan of the Week. And it's, got a lot in works, guys. The Nando Talks channel is still growing, but be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're still here. It goes greatly appreciated. We're up to 440. The road to 450 subscribers continues as the Dolphins' road to 12-5 and a playoff push go for a big time. All I want to see from the Dolphins is to continue playing clean football, keep bringing up that energy, support each other, and play good complementary team football. And there's not a single team we can beat, man. Bang a bang. We're good to rock, but we'll figure it out. Grant is here. As always, thank you for helping me manage through the chat right now. Flock for tuning in, and for everyone for giving me a platform. It's always a vibe. It's always appreciated. I'll be making sure to bring you guys some better content, some better videos in the upcoming week. Enjoy the bye week. Enjoy some good football. As the Fins recharge our batteries, so too shall we. And I hope my voice doesn't go. I can already feel it. But in about an hour and 45 minutes, check me out on the Miami Sports Podcast Network. Thanks, Stephen D, for giving me this shot, and we'll be talking more Miami Dolphins football. But for now, thank you, everybody, for watching. Chins up, fins up, and I'll see you soon. Let's go, Dolphins.